Lagos was too much for Ehibor. The heat, the noise, cars honking everywhere. Even at Christmas the city felt like it was moving too fast. It was exciting, but it also made it hard to breathe. Back in America, things were calm and organized. Here it was like everyone was trying to do a million things at once. But what really bothered Ehibor was her family. They wouldn't leave her alone. Her aunts kept telling her she gained weight. Her uncles kept asking why she wasn't married with kids yet. They meant well, but it felt like they were squeezing all the air out of her. Every year, Ehibor told herself she wouldn't come back to Lagos. Every year she missed her family too much. But this year felt different. Worse. It felt like her family was trying to force her to live a life she didn't want. Ehibor realized something scary. The only way to be happy was to get away.
Escape, she realized with a chilling certainty, was her only option.
Ehibor found her escape in a surprising place. On Christmas Eve, she needed a break from her family, so she went for a walk. She found herself in a quiet corner of a busy market. There was a small, dark bar tucked away between the shops. Inside, a woman named Luchy was singing on a tiny stage. Her voice was powerful and full of emotion, and it calmed Ehibor down. Luchy was singing Fela Kuti, but it wasn't like any version Ehibor had heard before. It was more real, more passionate, like Luchy was singing about her own longings. Their eyes met across the room. Luchy smiled, a bright, welcoming smile that didn't judge Ehibor like everyone else seemed to. Right then, they connected, without even saying a word.
It was Fela Kuti, but not as I had ever heard it before. Raw, passionate, full of a longing that resonated deep within my soul.
For the next few days, that bar became Ehibor's safe space. Every night she snuck away from her family and got lost in the music and in Luchy's company. They talked for hours, sharing everything, their dreams, their fears, their hopes. Ehibor learned that Luchy was a fighter. She had to fight her own family to become a musician. She had to fight to be taken seriously in a business dominated by men. And through it all, she came out stronger, more determined. Ehibor was drawn to Luchy's strength, to the way she believed in herself. It was exciting and inspiring. For the first time in a long time, Ehibor felt like someone truly saw her, truly understood her.
They talked for hours, sharing their dreams, their fears, their hopes for the future.
I had fought to pursue my music against my family's wishes. I had fought to make a name for myself in a male-dominated industry. And I had emerged stronger, more determined, my spirit unbroken.
For the first time in a long time, I felt truly seen, truly understood.
Their friendship quickly grew into something deeper, something more meaningful. Stolen glances became lingering touches, shared laughter became quiet confessions in the dark. They were in love, and it was impossible to deny. Their love was like a bright light in the darkness, but they couldn't keep it a secret forever. Ehibor's family started hearing whispers about where she was going at night. They didn't like Luchy's lifestyle, and their suspicions grew stronger every day. A musician? What kind of future can she offer you? Their words hurt, but Ehibor refused to let them put out the fire that was burning inside her. Luchy was different. Luchy accepted her for who she was, not who her family wanted her to be.
Luchy was different. Luchy saw me, not the version of myself my family wanted me to be.
As the day of Ehibor's flight back to America got closer, the pressure from her family became almost unbearable. They wouldn't stop reminding her of the life she was leaving behind.
They painted a bleak picture of my future with Luchy, a life devoid of stability, of societal acceptance.
Ehibor started to doubt herself.
Was my family right? Could I really throw away everything I had worked so hard for a love that might ultimately be unsustainable?
The thought of going back to her empty life in America filled her with dread, but the thought of losing her family's love and approval was just as terrifying. The day Ehibor was supposed to leave arrived, and there was nothing she could do to stop it. At the airport, surrounded by the noise and chaos of goodbyes, Ehibor felt herself breaking down.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Luchy, who was usually so full of life, looked heartbroken, but even though she was hurting, she understood. She gently held Ehibor's face. Go, live your life, but promise me you'll fight for your happiness. They shared one last painful kiss, and then Ehibor turned and walked away. Luchy's words echoed in her ears. On the plane, Ehibor couldn't keep up her walls anymore. She sobbed uncontrollably, the pain of her decision a physical ache. Even though she was on the plane, she couldn't stop hearing Luchy's voice in her head. Fight for your happiness. Suddenly, Ehibor realized that her happiness wasn't in America. It was with Luchy. The moment the plane landed, she knew what she had to do. She wasn't going back to her old life. She was going back to the woman who showed her what real love and acceptance felt like. She found Luchy at their sanctuary, the bar. It was dimly lit, and the stage was empty. The look on Luchy's face, a mix of disbelief and hope, told Ehibor everything she needed to know. Ehibor knew things wouldn't be easy, her family wouldn't approve, society would judge them. The future was uncertain. But standing next to Luchy, holding her hand, Ehibor knew she was finally where she belonged. They would face everything together. Their love was a light in the darkness. They built a life together, a testament to their love and their unwavering commitment.
Happiness is not a destination, but a journey. A journey best taken with the one you love, hand in hand, facing the unknown with courage and an unwavering belief in the power of love to conquer all.
Ehibor never forgot that Christmas in Lagos. The Christmas she chose love over what everyone expected of her. It reminded her that sometimes, the hardest decisions lead to the most amazing places. Over time, her family's disapproval faded away, replaced by a quiet acceptance. The woman they once feared had brought their daughter happiness, and they couldn't deny that. And in the story of her life, a story woven with love, loss, and second chances, Ehibor found her own unique song.